With the summer and camping season now upon us, I decided to take a trip to the great outdoors. But along the way, I got a little lesson in wildlife safety. I'm talking, of course, about bears. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out.
All right, I thought all bears were the same, you know, different types and colors, but pretty much a bear was a bear. But there are defensive and predatory bears.
That's right. So most of the bear encounters you're gonna get here in Ontario are gonna be a defensive bear. You've put him off his game a little. He's nervous, he might have his ears down and he'll sort of be grunting and hitting the ground a bit. Maybe you stumbled near his young or a berry patch he was eating in. This bear actually doesn't want anything to do with you as much as you don't want to do with him. Predatory bears make up about 1% of our bears, and those are the ones that are maybe gonna be coming after you because you look like a tasty meal, but it's much more rare.
Okay, well, how can you tell the difference? Because that's great, 99% of the time it's going to be a defensive bear, but I got bad luck. I'm going to get that 1%.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. It's important, it's on you to know. So what you're going to be looking for are some of those signs. If the bear's ears are up and he's coming at you repeatedly, this is probably a predatory bear. If his ears are down and he's looking a bit more nervous and he starts doing some of those defensive mechanisms, the snorting and the stomping, then that's a clue that you've got the defensive type. Okay. So you handle each situation differently.
I've heard bears do something called a bluff charge.
Right, that's a defensive behavior that you'll see in that defensive bear. So he's gonna come at you as fast as he can, and it's just to show who's dominant. He's gonna tell you, I'm boss, but he's actually terrified, and at the last minute, he's gonna veer off to the side. So your job's to stand your ground.
What do you do with your food? Because I know one thing about bears, they eat.
That's right, and they are on the hunt for food constantly. So anything you've got like toothpaste in your camping supplies, your breakfast the next morning, we really want everybody packing everything up in a bag, sealing it tightly, and then you're actually gonna fling it up on a rope over top of a tree branch, far enough out.
Like how high up?
You'd want to go high enough. Bears are good climbers, so you don't need to climb the tree to get it there, but you want to have it dangling so a bear can't reach it from the ground.
Okay.
And then also far enough out from the tree trunk that he's not going to be able to snatch it out of the air.
What supplies should everyone have on hand with them if they're entering a location that could or probably or would have bears?
Great question. So I'd like to see everybody with a canister of bear spray. So this is a pepper spray that you can get at any sort of local hardware store. Have it on you in an easy to grab holster, not buried at the bottom of your bag. And that's something you want to use if a bear ends up getting quite close to you. So
what does that mean? Because if I saw a bear on the other side of that field, that's pretty close to me.
Don't spray your pepper spray. Okay. Wait until you're sort of us distance apart and you could actually get him in the eyes with it. That's going to upset him enough that he's hopefully going to take off. And noisemakers are great too. Not a high-pitched.
Children.
Yes, and groups of people. Hang out with your friends, be loud, and if you can bring something along like an air horn or something similar,
air
that's
horns
great.
will frighten them.
Yeah, a loud, deep noise is going to be enough to startle a bear. A loud, high noise might get them curious and have them come checking out what's ringing.
What's some advice you can give people to stay calm?
You just need to fight your instinct, which is telling you something big and scary is running at me. I better run too. You need to remember that if you turn and run, the bear's going to see you as prey, and it might switch a defensive bear into a predatory bear mode.
Oh, he's running. I should chase him.
So fight your instincts, stand still, sing a song in your head, whatever you have to do, yell at your bear, have your bear spray ready. I'd say just distract yourself as best you can and hold tight because he'll turn.
All right.
Bear, go away. Back away, bear. Away. Go away, bear.
Right. I just want to say, you're welcome, Canada. I believe that was a public service what we just provided right there.
I have so many questions.
Go ahead, shoot them up. Ready.
Can we first of all thank producer Michael Hiscox for dressing up as a bear?
Yes, he didn't just dress up as a bear. He became the bear.
Full-on action.
Yeah.
Wow. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
So do you feel more confident going
No, not at all.
I think my very first question is, are you going camping?
Yeah.
Are you going to utilize these new skills?
What? I'd like a camper to you? Do I look like a camper?
I think we need to send you out into the woods just to test this out, don't you?
Do you think this is the beginning of a trend?
I think so.
This is not the beginning.
You did such a good job.
No, it's the beginning of a series. Next out, Anne-Marie in a canoe.
Oh, bring it on.
Your new safety brought to you by Anne-Marie.